Oregon. "Geez, this road is narrow," I said to my co-driver Jeff as I put the Countryman's left tires over the double yellow line. And then, with a glance in his direction, "Did I just say that? In a Mini?" Though it wasn't obvious from Jeff's reply straight. "Drive straight. Don't look at me, look at the damn road." I knew he agreed with what I was saying, just as I knew that his fearful cringe was a non-verbal acknowledgement that we're driving the largest Mini ever and had nothing to do with his side of the car edging closer and closer to a solid concrete wall. How big is the new 2017 Mini Countryman? Compared to its predecessor, it's 8.1 inches longer, 2.9 of that in the wheelbase, and almost an inch and a half wider. When you think about it, it makes sense that Mini would grow the Countryman. The first-gen version was introduced in 2011, before subcompact crossovers were a thing. Today, the market is crowded with players like the Audi Q3, Honda CR-V, and Jeep Renegade, and the new Countryman casts a similar-sized shadow. But, as I often told the people I dated, during my college days, size does not matter. What matters about this Mini, or any Mini, for that matter, is the way it drives. And the way it drives is pretty darn good, provided you pick the right engine. The all-new Countryman is built on the same modular architecture as other Mini models and uses the same engines, specifically the 134 horsepower 1.5-liter Turbo 3 and the 189 horsepower 2.0-liter Turbo 4. A 228 horsepower John Cooper Works is in the works, as is a plug-in hybrid. I'm partial to three bangers, call it a quirk, that'd make you more charitable than most, and I quite like Minis in the hardtop Cooper. But the Countryman outweighs the little two-door by as much as half a ton, and that puts a hurt on the engine's 162 lb-ft of torque. If you're a stick-shift aficionado who likes working the gears, there's some fun to be had, especially if you enjoy the three banger's leisurely growl, but I often found myself with my foot to the floor waiting for a burst of higher acceleration that never came. If you go for a Countryman all-4, you receive an 8-speed automatic that does a good job delivering power, but front-drive variants have to make do with a 6-speed. For most buyers, the best bet will be the 4-cylinder powered Countryman, as it accelerates like a Mini ought to in both manual and automatic guise, though, for reasons no one from Mini was able to adequately explain, the front-drive variant is automatic only. EPA fuel economy estimates are similar for the two engines, and I saw MPG in the high 20s from both. Chassis behavior is what we want and expect from a Mini. The Countryman responds to steering commands like it has attention deficit disorder, eager to chase after whatever has distracted it, and the body maintains its composure no matter how quickly it's being dragged in a new direction. The ride is very firm, though it does a decent job of filtering out all but the most severe impacts. It's a big improvement over the outgoing Countryman, even if the new car isn't quite as good at squeezing into narrow places. To be fair to Mini, they've put the extra sides to good use. Backbenchers benefit the most. There's a surprising amount of legroom in the second row, even when the front seats are adjusted for taller drivers, and the standard-fit panoramic sunroof makes the cabin feel open and airy. Too bad about the seatbacks, though, which are firm and thinly padded, a reminder that this supposedly English Mini was designed by Germans. Up front, the Countryman is a replay of Mini's greatest hits, with a colorful center-mounted infotainment system now with a new interface and touchscreen functionality to supplement the dial controller, but still no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, a gauge pod that moves with the adjustable steering column, and those funky toggle-style switches. Material quality is excellent, and the Countryman frames the driver's view of the world in a short, rectangular windshield, just as a proper Mini ought to do. Trunk space is a little shy at 17.6 cubic feet, but the boot is usefully shaped and free of obstructions. Mini says their customers value versatility, which the Countryman delivers with standard-fit 402,040 split-fold rear seatbacks, extra storage space under the trunk floor, and latch anchor points that are clearly marked and easy to use. Mini has priced the new Countryman midway between blue-collar entrants like the HR-V and Renegade and luxury players like the Q3 and Mercedes-Benz GLA. The entry-level Countryman lists for $26,950 including destination, while the Countryman S All-4 has a sticker price of $31,950. Those prices are before options, and this being a Mini, there are more extra cost bits and bobs than the human mind can safely contemplate. Check too many boxes and you can easily get the Countryman well over $42,000. That's a lot for a small crossover. For comparison, it takes a concerted effort to get the sticker price of a Mazda CX-5 too far above $30,000. Mini expects the Countryman to appeal to urban and suburban dwellers who need the space of an SUV but don't want to fuss about where to park it. That's pretty much what the Countryman delivers, but then again, so does every single one of its competitors in this increasingly crowded segment. With the Mini no longer any more Mini than its rivals, a point I had time to contemplate when the Countryman was unable to fit through what should have been a mini-sized gap between a pickup and the curb, forcing me to wait to make my right turn like a commoner. All that's left to differentiate the Countryman is style and price. We'll have to see if buyers think the Countryman offers enough of the former to justify the latter. 2017 Mini Cooper Countryman specifications on sale now, price $26,950, engine 1.5 liters turbocharged DOC 12 valve I-3134 HP at 4,400 revolutions per minute, 162 lb-ft at 1,250 revolutions per minute, 2.0 liters turbocharged DOC 16 valve I-4189 HP at 5,000 revolutions per minute, 207 lb-ft at 1,250 revolutions per minute, transmission 6-speed manual, 6-speed automatic, 8-speed automatic layout, 4-door, 5-passenger, front engine. Ford SUV, EPA mileage 21,243,133 miles per gallon, City Wheel XWXH 169.8 by 71.7 by 61.3 in wheelbase, 105.1 in weight, 3,3003, 671 pounds, 060 miles per hour, 89.5 seconds, top speed 122,137 miles per hour. Show more.